This is Tony T here from Tony'sPicks.com with our MLB Pick Show here for Wednesday, June the 11th. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks over our channel, delivered by myself as well as our team of cappers here at Tony'sPicks.com, making it a great channel to subscribe to. Give us a like, a thumbs up, really helps us out. We have a live show every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Tony's Morning Show. We go live, giving you picks game by game from the major sports. The cappers join me. Our live chat's open so you guys can interact with us with your questions and your picks. And we are looking for cappers. You may apply at Tony'sPicks.com, contact form at the top, or during our live shows, you can request an audition as well. Then visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top performers in our industry. Click the links and get signed up. You see them up there like Rod Zawacki, Sean Higgs, Mills, Ron. You know all these guys from our live show as well as our YouTube videos. Ramon has been hot the last 30 days up there. You see him up on the leaderboard. Bitler, you see him on with his videos as well. Nino's up there. Solo's been hot. Latest sprint picks here, center of the page with best bets and more. We will be locked and loaded for this card on Wednesday. All of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Then our promo code TonyT at checkout will knock off that 15%. Links in the description to get signed up. So let's go ahead. Let's get this one underway. Marlins and Pirates for Wednesday afternoon. Cal Quantrill will start for Miami. Quantrill in 12 starts this year has an ERA of 5.63. The whip 1.49. The right-hander strikes out 17%. 7.5% walks. The ground ball rate of 34%. 1.16 home runs per 9 innings. Bailey Falter gets to start for Pittsburgh. Falter made 13 starts, an ERA 3.49, whip of 1.12. Left-hander fans 16%. 9% walks, the ground ball rate 39%, 0.78 home runs per 9 innings. Pittsburgh hitting 215 in their 26-day games. Miami hitting 240 in their past 6 games. Quantrill in his past 5 starts, an ERA of 3.57 with Falter 2.05. The Pirates bullpen in their past 7 games, an ERA of 2.08. Marlins 5-3 to the under, facing teams that allow 0.5 home runs per start. Pittsburgh 12-5 at home in the under, facing teams that have a slugging percentage of 255 or lower. Pick here with Miami and Pittsburgh under 8.5. Cubs and Phillies. This one for Wednesday. Ben Brown starts for Chicago. Brown appeared in 13 games, an ERA of 5.37, whip of 1.43. Right-hander fans 28%, 7% walks, the ground ball rate of 42%, 0.99 home runs per 9 innings. Jesus Luzardo gets to start for Philadelphia. Luzardo has 13 starts, an ERA 4.46, whip of 1.44. Lefty strikes out 26%, 7.5% walks, the ground ball rate of 42%, 0.74 home runs per 9 innings. Chicago hitting 264 against left-handed starters with 30 homers in 19 games. Philadelphia batting 221 in their past 7 games. Luzardo in his past 5 starts, an ERA of 8.77. The Cubs bullpen over their past 7 games, an ERA of 3.16. They are 7-4 on the road against left-handed starters with a plus 2.5 unit return. Philadelphia 4-7 at home when favored by even money to minus 150, losing 5 units. Pick here Chicago plus 113. Reds and the Guardians. This one for Wednesday. Nick Lodolo starts for Cincinnati. Lodolo got 13 starts, an ERA 3.21, whip of 1.08. Lefty fans 21%, 4.5% walks. The ground ball rate 42%, 1.07 home runs per 9 innings. Logan Allen is the starter for Cleveland. Appeared in 12 games with an ERA 4.42, whip of 1.58. Lefty strikes out 16%, 11% walks. The ground balls 44%, 0.82 home runs per 9 innings. Reds hitting 206 against left-handed starters, with Cleveland at 225. Lodolo in his 7 road starts, an ERA of 1.25. Both bullpens are in great recent form. The Reds 7-3 to the under on the road against left-handed starters. Guardians 96 to the under at home as a favorite of minus 110 or higher. The pick here will be Cincinnati and Cleveland under 8.5. Braves and the Brewers for Wednesday. Spencer Schwallenbach gets the start for Atlanta. Schwallenbach in 13 starts on the year, an ERA 3.24, whip of 1.05. Righty strikes out 23%, 4.5% walks. The ground balls are 49%, 1 home run per 9 innings. Chad Patrick starts for Milwaukee. Patrick appeared in 14 games, ERA 2.84, whip of 1.21. Right-hander fans 22%, 7.5% walks. The ground ball rate 27%, .65 home runs per 9 innings. Atlanta batting .213 in their past 7 games. Schwallenbach on the road has an ERA near 5. The Braves bullpen in their past 7 games an ERA of 6. Atlanta 11-23 on the road with a minus 18-unit loss. Yelich expected a return. It was just missed Tuesday with rest. So the pick here will be Milwaukee plus 118. Blue Jays and Cardinals for Wednesday. Spencer Turnbull, primary pitcher for Toronto. Turnbull making his 2025 debut. He signed a minor league contract a month ago. He appeared in 17 games in 2024 with an ERA of 2.65, whip of 1.05. Righty struck out 26%, 9% walks. The ground balls 48%, .99 home runs for 9 innings. Matthew Liberatore gets the start for St. Louis. Liberatore 12 starts, an ERA 3.82, whip of 1.13. Lefty strikes out 21%. 3.5% walks. The ground ball is 41%, .79 home runs per 9 innings. Turnbull was pounded in the minors this year. Toronto hitting .237 on the road. Cardinals bat .275 at home. Liberatore in his 5-day starts an ERA of 1.88. Cardinals 18-16 of the run line at home with a plus 2-unit return. Pick here St. Louis run line minus 1.5 runs plus 130. Mariners and Diamondbacks, this one for Wednesday. Brian Wu starts for Seattle. Wu in 12 starts, an ERA 3.07, whip of .96. Right-hander strikes out 23%, 4% walks. The ground balls 40%, 1.06 home runs for 9 innings. Wander Rodriguez gets the start for Arizona. Rodriguez in 10 starts, an ERA 6.70, whip of 1.65. The lefty strikes out 24%, 8% walks. The grounders are 31%. 1.63 home runs per 9 innings. Mariners hitting .265 in their past 7 games with Arizona .237. Wu in his past 5 starts an ERA of 2.25. Diamondbacks bullpen at home has an ERA of 5.74. Mariners 4-0 on the road, facing a starter that averages less than 5 innings per start with a plus 4.5 unit return. Arizona 7-9 at home when lying between plus 125 and minus 125. That's a 3-unit loss. Pick here Seattle minus 111. Athletics and Angels, this one for Wednesday. J.P. Sears makes a start for Athletics. Sears made 13 starts on the year, an ERA of 5.21, whip of 1.29. Lefty strikes out 17%, 5% walks. The ground ball rate 32%, 2 home runs per 9 innings. Kyle Hendricks gets a start for the Angels. Hendricks has 12 starts, an ERA 5.40, whip of 1.32. Veteran fans 15%, 7% walks. The ground ball is 39%, 1.52 home runs per 9 innings. Athletics hitting .259 in their past 7 games. LA batting .213 at home. Sears in his 5-day games an ERA of 2.17, with Hendricks in his 3-day starts an ERA of 6.89. The LA bullpen in their 20-day games an ERA of over 6. The Athletics 7-5 on the road against losing teams, returning 2 units. Angels 0-5 at home against left-handed starters, losing 6 units. Pick here Athletics plus 110. Dodgers and the Padres for Wednesday. Justin Wroblewski expected to start for LA. Wroblewski appeared in 3 games, an ERA 7.20, whip of 1.40. Lefty fans 20%, 9.5% walks. The grounders are 49%, 1.8 home runs per 9 innings. Randy Vasquez starts for San Diego. Vasquez has 13 starts, ERA 3.69, whip of 1.45. Righty strikes out 13%, 12.5% walks. The ground ball is 41%, 1.14 home runs per 9 innings. Dodgers hitting .280 in their 18-day games with 27 homers. Single batting .288 in their 13 divisional games. LA bullpen in their past 28 games an ERA of 4.03. They are 13-10 on the road when favored by minus 110 or higher. Padres 5-2 to the over at home, facing teams that outscore opponents by half run per game or greater. Pick here LA and San Diego over 9.5. Tigers and Orioles for Wednesday. Casey Mize starts for Detroit. Mize in 10 starts, an ERA 2.91, whip of 1.22. Righty fans 21%, 7% walks. The ground ball rate 41%, 1.29 home runs for 9 innings. A FIP of 4.06. Zach Eflin starts for Baltimore. Eflin posts 8 starts, ERA 4.47, whip of 1.12. Righty strikes out 17%, 3% walks. The ground balls come in 38%, 1.94 home runs per 9 innings. Baltimore hitting .220 in their 32 night games. The bullpen has an ERA of 5.20 at home. Eflin in his 3 home starts has an ERA of 5.40. Detroit 10-1, facing teams with a 380 to 460 win percentage, a return of 9 units. Orioles 8-14 at home, facing a team with a bullpen whip of 1.35 or lower this season, losing 10 units. Pick here Detroit minus 106. Rays and Red Sox for Wednesday. Zach Littell starts for Tampa Bay. Littell has 13 starts, an ERA 3.68, whip of 1.09. Righty fans 16%, 3.5% walks. The ground balls 41%, 1.9 home runs per 9 innings. Walker Buehler gets a start here for Boston. Buehler 10 starts, ERA 5.18, whip of 1.44. Righty strikes out 20%, 8% walks. The ground balls 42% with 1.85 home runs per 9 innings. Tampa Bay hitting .263 against right-handed starters with the Red Sox at .240. Littell in his past 5 starts, an ERA of 2.67. Buehler in his past 4 starts allowed 14 runs in 21 innings. Rays 10-8 on the road against right-handed starters, returning 3.5 units. Boston 3-6 at home against the division, losing 5 units. Pick here Tampa Bay, even money. Nationals and Mets. This one for Wednesday. Jake Irvin starts for Washington. Irvin in 13 starts, an ERA 4.02, whip of 1.23. Righty strikes out 15%, 6.5% walks. His grounders are 42%, 1.26 home runs per 9 innings. David Peterson, your star for New York. Peterson, 12 starts, an ERA of 2.80, whip of 1.26. Lefties fans 22%, 8.5% walks. The grounders are 57% with 0.51 home runs per 9 innings. Washington in their past 6 games hitting 183. New York batting .240 in their 40 night games. Peterson in his past 5 starts, an ERA of 2.51. The Mets bullpen at home, an ERA of 2.57. Washington 10-5 the under on the road, facing a team with a bullpen whip of 1.35 or lower. New York 10-4 the under at home, facing a team that hits .255 or lower. Pick here Washington, New York under 8. Yankees and Royals for Wednesday. Clark Schmidt starts for New York. Schmidt got 9 starts, ERA 4.04, whip of 1.29. Let right-hander fans 26%, 10% walks. The ground ball rate 36%, 1.10 home runs per 9 innings. Chris Bubic gets the start for KC. Bubic 12 starts, ERA 1.43, whip of 1. Lefty strikes out 27%, 7.5% walks. His ground ball is 44%, limited home run damage. New York batting .244 in their 38 night games with KC at .231. Schmidt in his past 5 starts, an ERA of 3.49. Bubic in his past 4 starts, an ERA under 1. Yankees 10-1 the under, facing an AL Central team. KC 16-7 the under at home, facing a team with a bullpen whip of 1.35 or lower. Pick here New York and KC under 9. Rangers and Twins for Wednesday. Jack Leiter starts for Texas. Leiter has 10 starts in ERA 3.48, whip of 1.16. The righty fans 20%, 11% walks. The ground balls 39%, 0.87 home runs per 9 innings. David Festa starts for Minnesota. Festa got 4 starts, ERA 5.40, whip of 1.50. Righty strikes out 28%, 9.5% walks. The ground balls 29%, 1.62 home runs per 9 innings. Texas batting .204 in their past 6 games. Minnesota batting .262 in their 26 night games. Festa in his 3 home games has an ERA of 1.38. The Twins bullpen at home, an ERA just over 3. Texas 4-14 as a road dog of even money to plus 150 this season, losing 9.5 units. Minnesota 10-3 in their home night games, returning 6.5 units. Pick here Minnesota minus 128. White Sox and Astros, this one for Wednesday. Sean Burke starts for Chicago. Burke appeared in 13 games in ERA 4, whip of 1.39. Righty fan 17%, 11% walks. The ground balls 33%, 1.34 home runs per 9 innings. Ryan Gusto makes the start for Houston. Gusto appeared in 14 games in ERA 4.78, whip of 1.64. Righty strikes out 22%, 10.5% walks. The ground balls 36%, 1.25 home runs per 9 innings. White Sox hitting .221 on the road. Houston batting .272 at home. Burke on the road, an ERA of 4.45. The Astros in their past 6 games have a bullpen ERA of 1.86. White Sox 5-6 of the run line on the road, facing a team with a 540 to 620 win percentage. That's a -1 unit loss. Houston 3-0 to the run line at home, facing teams that get outscored by half run per game or greater, with a +3.5 unit return. Pick here Houston run line -1.5 runs, +115. Giants and Rockies, this one for Wednesday. Robbie Ray starts for San Francisco. Ray in 13 starts, an ERA 2.44, whip of 1.07. Lefty strikes out 28%, 10% walks. The ground balls 40%, 0.7 home runs per 9 innings. Kyle Freeland gets the start for Colorado. Freeland has 13 starts, an ERA 5.19, whip of 1.54. Lefty fan 17%, 4.5% walks. The ground balls 46%, 0.93 home runs per 9 innings. San Francisco hitting .225 against left-handed starters. Colorado in their past 5 games hit .249. Freeland has passed 5 starts, an ERA of 3.49. San Francisco 6-7 on the road as a favorite of -1 or higher, losing 3 units. Pick here Colorado +210. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks over our channel delivered by myself, as well as our team of cappers here at Tony'sPicks.com. We go live every day, 9:30 a.m. each time. It is the Tony 6 Morning Show with free picks delivered by myself, as well as our team of cappers. The live chat's open. You can interact with us in the live chat with your comments and your picks. You can request picks as well in that live chat. Give us a like, a thumbs up. You really help our channel. Like to support us? Become a member of our channel. Hit the join button. Get early access to my videos and a way to support us if you would. We are looking for cappers this time of the year, so you can apply over at our site at Tony'sPicks.com. Send us an email in the contact form, or appear live on our live shows in the morning with an audition. Then visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com, for our best plays. Our premium picks are there from our top-rated cappers. You can see them all there, documented on our site. Guys like Rod Sawacki, Sean Higgs, Mills, Ron Crawford, these guys you know from our live shows, as well as our videos up there. Of course, yours truly up there. Ramon has been red hot the last 30 days. Nino's solo up there. Bitler, you know these guys from our live shows and our YouTube videos. Latest premium picks here at the center of the page with best bets and more will be locked and loaded for this card on Wednesday. Remember, all of our one-day passes, profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchased is credit back to your conference site credits. That's profit guarantee. And our promo code TonyT at checkout knocks off that 15%. Links in the description to get signed up. All right, that's going to do it for now. I'm Tony T, and we'll talk with you guys later.